The dinosaurs arrive. The earliest dinosaurs stalked the earth almost 230 million years ago. They lived in what is now Argentina and in South America. They include Eoraptor and Herrerasaurus. Both were slim, fast creatures. Eoraptor and Herrerasaurus could both stand almost upright and run on their two rear legs. Few other animals of the time could run upright like this on legs that were straight below their bodies. Most other animals had legs that stuck out sideways and then bent down, so they walked with a slow waddle. These early dinosaurs were probably meat eaters. They hunted small animals such as lizards and other reptiles, insects, and worms. They had lightweight bodies and long, strong legs to chase after prey. Their claws were long and sharp for grabbing victims. Their large mouths were filled with pointed teeth to tear up their food. Herodosaurus was about 3 meters long from nose to tail. It could run rapidly on its two rear legs or walk slowly on all fours. Legs were underneath the body, not sticking out to the sides as in other reptiles. Long pointed head and a long bendy neck to look around and sniff for prey. Dinosaur tanks. Some dinosaurs had body defenses against predators. These might be large horns and spikes or thick hard lumps of bone like armor plating. Most armored dinosaurs were plant eaters. They had to defend themselves against big meat eating dinosaurs such as Tyrannosaurus. Triceratops had three horns, one on its nose and two much longer ones above its eyes. It also had a wide shield like piece of bone over its neck and shoulders. The horns and neck frill made Triceratops look very fearsome, but most of the time it quietly ate plants. If it was attacked, Triceratops could charge at the enemy and jab with its horns like a rhino does today. Triceratops was 9 meters long and weighed more than 5 tons. It lived 65 million years ago in North America. Eupolocephalus was a well armored dinosaur. It had bands of thick, leathery skin across its back. Big, hard pointed lumps of bone were set into the skin like studs on a leather belt. Eupolocephalus also had a great lump of bone on its tail. It measured almost 1 meter across and looked like a massive hammer or a club. Eupolocephalus could swing it at predators to injure them or break their legs. Deadly meat eaters. The biggest meat eating dinosaurs were the largest predators or hunters ever to walk the earth. Different types came and went during the age of dinosaurs. Allosaurus was from the middle of this time span. One of the last dinosaurs was also one of the largest predators, Tyrannosaurus rex or T Rex. An earlier hunting dinosaur from South America was bigger, huge Giganotosaurus. These great predators were well equipped for hunting large prey, including other dinosaurs. They all had massive mouths armed with long, sharp teeth in powerful jaws. They had long, strong back legs for fast running and enormous toe claws for kicking and holding down victims. Meat eating dinosaurs probably got their food in various ways. They might lurk behind rocks or trees and rush out to surprise a victim. They might race as fast as possible after prey that ran away. They might plot steadily for a great time to tire out their meal. They might even scavenge, feast on the bodies of creatures that were dead or dying from old age or injury. Carnotaurus from South America was 7.5 meters long and weighed 1 ton. Allosaurus was 11 meters long and weighed 2 tons. It came from North America. Albertosaurus was from North America. It was 9 meters long and weighed 1 ton. Spinosaurus came from Africa. It was 14 meters long and weighed 4 tons. The famous T Rex was 13 meters long and weighed 6 tons. It lived in North America. The biggest carnivore was Giganotosaurus. It was a massive 15 meters long and weighed 7 tons. Look, listen, sniff. Like the reptiles of today, dinosaurs could see, hear, and smell the world around them. We know this from fossils. They preserve fossil skulls had spaces for eyes, ears, and nostrils. Some dinosaurs, like Troodon, had very big eyes. There are large bowl shaped hollows in the fossil skull for them. Today's animals with big eyes can see well in the dark, such as mice, owls, and nighttime lizards. Perhaps Troodon prowled through the forest at night, peering in the gloom for small creatures to eat. There are also spaces on the sides of the head where Troodon had its ears. Dinosaur ears were round and flat like the ears of other reptiles. Troodon could hear the tiny noises of little animals moving about in the dark. Troodon was about 2 meters long and lived in North America 70 million years ago. The nostrils of Troodon were it breathed air and smell sense were two holes at the front of its snout. With its delicate sense of smell, Troodon could sniff out its prey of insects, worms, little reptiles such as lizards, and small shrew-like mammals. Charithosaurus has a bony plate on its head instead of the tube like Parasaurolophus. Dinosaurs used their eyes, ears, and nose not only to find food but also to detect enemies and each other. Parasaurolophus had a long, hollow tube like crest on its head. Perhaps it blew air along this to make a noise like a trumpet, as an elephant does today with its trunk. Parasaurolophus was a duck billed dinosaur or hadrosaur. It was about 10 meters long and lived 80 million years ago in North America. Dinosaurs like Parasaurolophus may have made noises to send messages to other members of the group or herd. Different messages could tell the others about finding food or warn them about enemies. Profile of T Rex. Fossil experts can work out what an extinct animal, such as Tyrannosaurus rex, looked like when it was alive. They study the size, shape, length, thickness, and other details of its fossil bones, teeth, claws, and other parts. The tail of T Rex was almost half its total length. It had a wide, muscular base and was thick and strong, almost to the tip, quite unlike the long, thin, whip like tails of other dinosaurs such as Diplodocus. The fossil bones of T Rex show that it was a large, heavily built, powerful dinosaur. It had a huge skull, so its head and mouth were massive. There were holes in the skull for the eyes, ears, and nasal openings or nostrils. There were also smaller holes in the bones for blood vessels and nerves. The main body of T Rex was strong and sturdy, with a broad chest and a short but powerful neck. As in other reptiles, the upper body contained the heart and the lungs for breathing. The lower body contained the stomach, guts, and other soft parts. One of the amazing features of Tyrannosaurus rex was its tiny arms or front legs compared to the massive pillar like back legs. Almost no other dinosaur had front limbs that were so different in size from its back limbs. Tyrannosaurus rex's tail was not very bendy or flexible, it stuck out straight behind the body. This is why its group of dinosaurs is called Tetanurans or stiff tails.